What's good, yo? 2 minute warning back again. We got Tim, we got Dula, we got James. We got a good show for you guys. Yo, Tim, take it away.
Whew, man. I'm sorry. I think we had a little addiction problem with the number 13 on the Giants. So let's talk about another addiction in the first quarter. Josh Gordon. Um, he failed another drug test. This is like the third drug test, right? Right, fellas?
Yeah, I think
This is the
so.
third one, but the third drug test. A shame. I really had high hopes. For Josh Gordon, and especially with the signing of RG3, being that they both play with each other in Baylor, I thought that these two guys would have one of the best motivation to turn their careers around and go ahead and have a nice 1-2 punch. Um, they just NFL denied his being statement. He's not back. I don't know if once Cleveland drops him, they haven't done it yet. I don't know if any other team will want to pick him up.
Dallas.
Yeah, because Dallas is good at that, of course.
Second
All
chance.
right. Here are my thoughts on it. Before I start my thoughts, first off, R.I.P. to Will Smith. Tragic situation down there in New Orleans. R.I.P. to Will Smith. But F Josh Gordon. Okay, I said it. The kid, all right. If you don't know about Josh Gordon, it's hard not to know about guys who play in Cleveland. But Josh Gordon is 6'3", 225, and is fast. He's a big receiver who's fast. That is hard to come by in today's NFL. And a couple seasons ago, he was challenging Megatron and Antonio Brown for the best receiver in the league. Of course, he gets suspended, and my problem with him is that he's had these problems since being at Baylor. I think, what is it? He left Baylor and transferred? Well, no. He left Baylor because, he's going to get suspended, and he declared for the supplemental draft because I think after he transferred or was going to transfer, I'm not sure. I think he was going to get suspended. Like, the guy's had a drug problem since college. And I'm not going to get into the legalities of, marijuana or anything like that. It's not my thing, but it is what it is. Like, when you're in the league, you're supposed to abide by this certain code of conduct. People will say, oh, people get away with it all the time. Well, shit, I guess Josh needs to get better at getting away with it because he's bad at it. He's very bad at that. Just to clarify, a failed test, he could have skipped the test, and that counts as a failed test. So, could he be clean? He could be clean and just didn't want to take the test. I don't know why. I think his agent, is fuming right now. But as far as what effect this has on the Cleveland's roster, Cleveland's actually in a good spot with him. They don't have to pay the guy; he's suspended, and he doesn't count against their 53-man roster. In fact, Justin Blackmon is still under contract with the Jaguars, and he's been out the league since what, 2012? Around that time when he got suspended for having similar drug and alcohol issues. Justin Blackmon and Josh Gordon kind of parallel each other in the sense that, these are very talented young guys who, can't stay off the drugs, can't stay off the stuff that they're not supposed to be on. And it's easy for us to say, well, if I was making $1 million, I could do X, Y, Z. The reality is, no matter how much money you got, if you got a problem, you got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Josh Gordon figures that out. I hope he figures it out soon enough to where he can get back on the field because his trade value is 0 right now. No one's going to trade for the guy because they don't know when he's going to come back. And then Cleveland, he's basically an albatross with them because why would they cut him?
Right.
Right.
At this point.
Right. Yeah, I think as far as Josh Gordon goes, as far as his test, from the reports that I've read today, that he did test positive, but it was under the legal amount, which was I think 35 nanograms, whatever the hell that means. So even with the way he failed it was a diluted test, and that's an automatic failure. So why the test was diluted, I have no idea, because if he got tested and didn't dilute the sample, he would have passed. That's why it's so stupid. I don't understand it.
It's a shame, and I still think if a team was very interested in him, I guarantee they will go to the commissioner and say, Commissioner, on the low, what's the timetable you think, in your view? And they'll just say, listen, he'd be off for 1 year, and that'd be it. I guarantee you, somebody would definitely take a chance on him because the dude was talented, very talented when he played that one good year. He led the league in receiving yards, I believe. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, I've always believed a change of scenery will help somebody. That's just me. I've always believed you can have a bad career in one team, and that team lets you go, and somebody really want to give you a chance, and they know you pretty much with the coaching staff or somebody to listen. He's a good guy. I got him. I guarantee you, he may change his career around somewhere else. Which brings me to I have found out about the rookie symposium. The rookie symposium normally was done by the NFL. Once all the rookies got drafted, it was mandatory. Now it's no longer going on. So without the rookie symposium, you're gonna have teams now responsible to having their own symposium for the rookies, and that's to me that kind of shows, in my opinion, which organization is stronger. Because the thing is this: you're trying to get your point across. You want to have rallies with old players talking to the young guys, X, Y, and Z. Some guys may just come there, just show up, and that's it, and may not even want to go. So with a guy like Josh Gordon, what does Cleveland really have to give another chance? Who is he going to listen to? He needs somebody to put his arms around him and baby step him all the way.
Well, no better person than Jim Brown for that, bro.
After the question, is there any information about Josh personally, like any interview to understand him? Because this is also a personal level where, yes, you need an intervention, so like a big brother or father figure or a teacher, or some kind of, someone to give him the right way to say, okay, I understand this is your way of life, but you need to now change. But first, you got to start with him. You know what I'm saying? We could say, this person can help him, that person can help him, this person can help him. But is he in the mindset right now that he realized, look, man, my paper is in trouble. I should be a star athlete right now, and I am not, because again with another drug issue.
I don't think he is, because
apparently before he got that 10-game suspension, I think it was last season before that, one of the two. That he got those 10 games. He came back, played 2 games, and got suspended again. Apparently, Josh Gordon is a very quiet and reserved guy. But after that 10-game suspension, apparently he turned to Terrell Owens and got very combative, very diva-like, very unlikable. But I think the people that were describing him as friends said before all this, he was a pretty quiet, actually quiet, kind of a meek guy. Like,
what? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, he took a 360 after that 10 games.
I think I know what it is.
And
he's not used to it. I think I see the problem. Maybe he's not used to it. Maybe he feels that, okay, he's there. He's a star athlete. He's in the NFL. It's going to be roses and red carpet from this point on. And his habit got in the way, and he's probably frustrated with himself. And maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
The thing is, he had the issue before the NFL and Baylor, because the thing was, when he got drafted out of the supplemental draft. He didn't go to the regular NFL draft, and that was draft. Everybody, all 32 teams went to his workout. They saw the talent, but because it's off the field in college, they didn't want to touch him. He had failed the drug test in Baylor before the NFL, so he came in with the problem. But Cleveland was looking at, okay, I'm getting a star guy. A guy like that, you got a strong organization. You got, listen, I use Des Bryant for example. A guy who was suspended in college, got drafted, had to take him, put him in the curfew program, put him all because again, that's your
But Dez had different issues though, bro.
No. It's different issue. But what I'm trying to say is, again, it's not like Gordon came in here to the NFL, became a star, and got in trouble. He came into the NFL already in trouble.
Yeah,
so
you're right. But here's another thing that Dula brought up. He became a terror. Like, yes, he had a drug problem, but at least he was reasonable with the drug problem. Not to say that it wasn't. Yeah, let me finish. But from what Dula said, if Dula's right, after the last time, not this time he got in drug issue, but the other time when he got into drug issue, he was a irrational person to be around. So now we have a worse situation with him. It got worse. So that's the problem. Like, it's getting worse with him. Now, before he was quiet, but drug issue. Now he's irrational with drug issue. Well, how can you reach to him?
Well, I'll tell you this. With Terrell Owens, he became T.O. when he caught that beautiful touchdown. They won me a lot of good things against the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs. I was so happy. And Jerry Rice and him kind of clashed a little bit. And that's the Hall of Famer right there. They clashed. At least if somebody attempted, you had more leadership at the 49ers to help Terrell Owens, but it didn't help. With the Browns, you had nobody to help him. I think right now, Hugh Jackson is the best leadership they ever had. This is a coach because the thing is, he's one of those coaches that will put your arm around you. So I really, you know what? I really would like to see Hugh Jackson. Just, you know what, Josh Gordon, I wasn't here from the other times, and I'm gonna try to do my job and get you going and see what happens.
All right, we got to move on quick. But any last words, guys?
Just as a reference point, you know how I said that Josh Gordon looks like Justin Blackmon 2.0. Justin Blackmon also was drafted in 2012. If you look at the board, Josh Gordon was probably going to get picked. If he was eligible to come out that year, he would have been in the top 15 picks. At the time, he was better than Michael Floyd, who went, I think, 13 to Arizona. So he was a potential top 10 pick and really blew it. You know, and again, you're talking about a guy who was very quiet, very meek, apparently, to like having a good season, and you know, getting the big head. It makes me wonder, after all these failed tests, does he really want to play football?
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Well,
maybe he doesn't play football.
And that last word, we got to move on to the next down, folks. We'll be right back.